Hey everyone, it's Michael
And Jill.
from Note Folds, and today we're going to show you the cards we made for the May 2015 Stampin' Up! Workshop. And I'm going to show them off, and Jill's going to explain how we made them. So we each made 4 cards, and we ended up with 8 total. And we picked the best to show to you. So what do we got first?
The first one is the folded screen Christmas card. And if you pull it out, you can see it's got a valley and mountain fold going on. And that is how we created the cool effect. And it actually stands up and makes a really cool presentation. The stamp set that we used on this was the ornamental pine and whatever sentiment that you wanted to use for your third panel there.
And what I thought was really interesting about how we made the feet down here was we just used a badge punch, but we only, inserted the paper in so far. So we didn't do a full punch all the way through.
The name of the punch is the Stampin' Up Decorative Border Punch. And on the top, we also used a punch, and that was actually from Martha Stewart, but you could use any decorative punch up there if you chose to do that.
Yeah, that was a really fun card. I like that a lot. Next up.
This is called the Bloom with Hope card, and the stamp set we used was, of course, Bloom with Hope. And you see how the color is kind of almost looks tie-dye. That effect was done with saran wrap and just daubering it into different ink pads. And we will have to show you that in a different video.
That turned out
that was
really
cool. And the black flowers are done with black embossing powder. And you just kind of
and inside we just echoed with the other stamp from the set. But yeah, this technique of the saran wrap kind of tie-dye effect was really neat, and we'll definitely have to do an instructional video on that in the future.
And the colors that we used on that were Wisteria Wonder, Island Indigo, Hello Honey, and Wild Wasabi.
All right. Next we got a nice Mother's Day card. Of course you could make this for any occasion, but Mother's Day is coming up.
The stamp set that we used for this one was the Crazy About You stamp set. And whatever sentiment you wanted. We also used the badge punch right here where we did the Mother's Day embellishment. But you could stamp anything you wanted on there.
And this flower is actually, the main flower is the one on the bottom, and there's a coordinating punch for that. Now the subsequent flowers, we just ended up cutting into the petals. So you can see back here on the main flower, you can see a petal peeking out. So we just followed that white line to cut out. So we did have to fussy cut those. And the way we got the different colors was we stamped into the ink once and then stamped the main flower, stamped the second flower, and stamped the third without re-inking. So that gave that nice gradation.
The happy cutout is also from the Crazy About You stamp set. I believe it comes with 4 thin lint dies.
All right, and finally, this one I really liked making a lot.
This was from the Butterfly Basics Butterfly Basics stamp set, and I just think it's beautiful. And the paper, the way that we made that black and white paper was with the lace background stamp, something lacy background stamp from Stampin' Up, and I believe that is retiring soon, so you'll want to get that if you
I don't know if it's retiring, but it won't be in the catalog that comes out in June. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, this back here is a full 4x6 stamp. So it's really neat, and you can see that we reused it to punch out some of the butterflies and then just echoed the same on the inside there.
And the Butterfly Basics stamp set really has a lot of cool stuff in it, and if you get the bundle, it comes with the punches that makes the intricate butterfly and the solid butterfly as well.
Right. And for this, what we did was we punched the butterfly all the way out and then just used a strip of sticky tape to tape it back down, so that way you can kind of fluff the wings up there, make it fly. So those were all the cards we made, and they also had a drawing for door prizes, and our demonstrator was just clearing out old stock. Now you can't get these anymore, but we thought they'd be worth showing. Yeah. So this is what Jill got, some really interesting punny, what was this called?
Punny, very punny.
Very punny.
And it is missing one of the stamps from the set. It originally had 8 stamps, but after so many years, I believe this is 2007. So stamps
these are pretty old.
Do have the tendency to wander or get borrowed or get lost. So anyway, we are missing one from that stamp set, but it is still pretty cool.
And for me, what I ended up getting This one's even older, from 2005.
And it's called Just Vine, V-I-N-E.
And you can see we have a main vine here, and then different seasonal stamps. So I would think spring, summer, fall, winter. And I just stamped these in red.
Pretty cool. I think I have a lot of ideas of what you could do with some of those.
So I stamped the vine in chocolate chip and then used real red.
I'm looking forward to using that.
And you can see they kind of line up. Now, they are wooden stamps, so you can't see through them like you can with the photopolymer.
Yeah, the photopolymer, of course, came out much later from Stampin' Up. So.
Right. So you can see they're not quite exactly lined up, so I'll definitely have to play with those to find the best way to get those lined up. So anyway, that's all of our cards that we made.
We're definitely going to be showing you some of these techniques in upcoming videos because we really enjoyed them.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout for the saran wrap, and we will see you next time.
Bye.